teeming with questions, but too exhausted to pursue either them or Ilona. Morgan pushed open the heavy door and stepped inside. The clamor was bare except for a bed and a wooden chair in one corner. It was a far cry from the familiar lurches of her own room, though she had never been a girl who proved firm. Morgan sighed as the driver spotted her bag on the stone floor. "Will you tell Mother and Father that I love them and miss them?" she asked. Feeling her throat tighten, the man bowed. "Of course, my lady." He glanced around the cheerless clamber before turning back to Morgan. "Be safe, my child," he added softly. And with that, he was gone, leaving Morgan alone. Throwing herself into the hard bed, Morgan finally gave in to heartburn and homesickness, sobbing, uncontrollable, until sleep finally claimed her. Chapter 4. For the next few days, Morgan waited for word from her father that the war was over and that she could safely return home. But days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months. Finally, whole years whirled by, with her no background. Morgan could have spent her time with the nuns or spinning and in proxy. But even if she had the talent, she lacked the will, and she had ruined so many manuscripts in her attempts to decorate their borders that she was banned from that particular floor altogether. Morgan still preferred to be outside anyway, and cared little for how the hard work of growing vegetables and grain make her hand rough and unladylike. Besides, the nuns are sore that the bees produced more honey under Morgan's charge than any others. In all this time, Morgan had received only a few letters from her mother and sister. None of them told her anything about how the war was going, only that it still rained. So she lived every day praying for news, while at the same time dreading that one day one letter could bring news of the worst possible kind. And that letter eventually came. Her father has been killed in battle. Morgan started at parchment in her hands, numb to everything around her. He was dead, killed by the man who was waged a war against him for so long, for no reason she had ever been told. King Arthur Pendragon. The name invented a fire within her. A storm that had been built for 8 summers now. Something dark rose up, as if it could carry her with it. "Morgan!"